podcast show.
Hi everybody, I'm Rich Myers and welcome to the Rich Myers podcast show. I'm here today with Cheryl Cawood.
That's me.
How you doing?
Oh my goodness, fantastic. I'm doing the Friday dance, happy dance. Woo!
Okay. I listened to your track, Deep Down in Your Bones. I thought it was pretty good. What influenced it?
Oh, that one has a big influence. It's mostly written about my mother and her struggle growing up in the 1930s in a coal mining town.
Wow.
And, maybe she made some decisions based on need rather than on love, or maybe a little of both, But it turned into not such a good decision. And I think some of that trickles down between mothers and daughters. The dysfunction of life in general circles around and, affects other people in the family. So it's about my mother, and actually, my mother and father are both from a little tiny town in Kentucky called Cawood, just outside of Harlan.
Huh.
And she actually proposed to my father. She was 16 years old. Anyway, she was one of the older children, and her family was working in the coal mines and stuff like that to survive, and it was really difficult. So the older children needed to find their own way. So it was pretty tough.
Okay. Yeah, my wife's father, he worked in coal mines in West
What part of the country?
West Virginia.
Yeah, same story. That we've got the same stories. Yeah.
Well, let's take a listen to it.
Okay.
Me buried by the old coal house. My frame was worn and tattered. I've been laying there many years waiting for you to discover. They put me down in that dirt poor town, telling tales about a bad girl. Don't look at me seeking vanity. I am a broken mirror. When you were born, I was torn. There was no connection. I couldn't stand on my own, let alone stand my own reflection. Was it fair to leave you lying there to find your own salvation? Don't look at me seeking vanity. I am a broken mirror. Deep down in your bones, that's where my memories settle. Deep down in your bones, where the pain will never lose hold. A daughter without mother's love is broken more than a little. You feel shattered deep down in your bones. Across from the railroad yard, near the Skidmore Hollow. Had a plan to get a rich man, get my ticket out. A pretty girl in miner's world seeking vanity. I am a broken mirror. You didn't notice that tiny crack? It ran smack down my middle. 7 years of bad luck, I was stuck, my life in shambles. There were big mistakes and cold heartaches. Lord, my life was tangled. Don't look at me seeking vanity. I am a broken mirror. Deep down in your bones, that's where my memories settle. Deep down in your bones, where the pain will never lose hold. A daughter without a mother's love is broken more than a little. You feel shattered deep down in your bones. You feel shattered deep down in your bones.
I think that was a good song.
All right. I'm glad you like it.
Can you tell me about the upcoming songs, concerts, and what's next?
Oh, let's see. I'm doing a festival in August in Irvine, Kentucky called Muse on the Mountain. That's the weekend of August 22nd. I'm excited about that. I do some gigs around town here too. To me, it's gigs or shows. Shows are the songwriter thing where the people actually listen to what you're doing, and gigs are just, people hanging out and, they may be chattering and catching up with their friends or whatever. And I consider those gigs. Anyway, I do have a gig coming up in May. I forgot the date right now, but it's at a pizzeria here in Anderson in the Cincinnati area. And I have a show coming up in May. I just started a brand new folk series at the Village Theater in the Main Strauss area in Covington. It's an established venue. However, the folk series is new, and it will happen on select Sundays. And I've booked my very first touring artist. His name is Dana Cooper, and that will be on Mother's Day, May the 11th. And I'm going to be opening up the show with a local songwriter. I want to make sure that I include community in this because there are never enough venues to do the folk and Americana music. There's all kind of rock clubs in Cincinnati, etc., but there aren't very few folk Americana roots-based music venues where you can actually have a listening audience. So I talked to the owner of the theater there, and we shook hands on the deal, and the first act is booked May 11th, Mother's Day. So I'm working on all the details on that. It should be announced by Monday. I hope we should have the ticket link up and all of the other details that go with it.
Okay. What musician do you admire the most, and why?
I am drawn to the storytellers and the songwriters, the singer-songwriter artists. That's a whole big group of people. Dolly Parton's way at the top of my list. I admire the heck out of everything about her. She's an incredible everything. She's done everything she set her mind to. And her songwriting, she's not actually that much of a musician. A little bit. She plays a little guitar, but boy, can that woman write a song. Woo! So she'd be my favorite. And I really gravitate toward the storytellers and the songwriter artists.
What was your first music teacher like?
My first music teacher, I took piano lessons. And her name was Mrs. Cunningham. She was in Ludlow, Kentucky. And I had pencil marks on my fingers all the time because, you know, she had this pencil and she'd reach over there. Your finger goes here. Your finger goes here. And I think I took the lessons for about a year. And she was teaching me songs like, don't toot toot, don't my wild Irish road. And here I was wanting to learn Elton John, you know. So I got frustrated with learning the right way to play versus learning what I wanted to play and what was popular on the radio, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, I had pencil marks on my fingers. But she was wonderful. She was absolutely, I learned a lot.
Okay. Where can people go see your videos, music, and events?
Oh, I'm everywhere. So my main social media place is Facebook. Of course, that's the granny social media nowadays. You know, the young kids aren't on there. They, you know, I don't even know what they're on these days. But I'm on there mainly, and I like Instagram a lot. I love YouTube. Got 2 official music videos. One is Deep Down in Your Bones, and the other one's a song called Salt Can Look Like Sugar. And I've got lots of things from shows, different things from with the whole band, you know, that kind of stuff. I do have a website, and I post all of my events on a place called Bands in Town, and that uploads straight to my website. So, and I create events on Facebook, etc., and share, because of course I want to share music with everybody who wants to share it with me. So, and my music is streaming everywhere. I actually have 3 albums out. The first one, I made a mistake and didn't put it under my name. I put it under the band's name. And so no one can find it. And that album is called Kickin' It Dixie, and it's a rockabilly country flavored CD. Got lots of originals on it. And it was incredibly fun. And then I have an album called Love Pearl. And then the latest one's called Bullet in the Cabin Wall. And I've got another whole album in this head right here that I'm working on as we speak.
Okay.
It doesn't have a name yet. I haven't recorded anything from it yet. I'm still putting the words and the music together.
Yeah, maybe we can have you back when you're finished.
Awesome. I would love that.
Okay.
I like what you're doing here. It's really neat. I love that wall behind you.
Thank you.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
If it wasn't for music, what would you be doing right now?
Oh, probably something with animals. Come here. I've worked with animals a lot. Come here and say hi. Here's mine. Here's JoJo. Say hi. So I'm a licensed veterinary technician as well. So I worked with veterinary for a while, and I love it. I'm not doing that now. I work I'm a microbiologist in a clinical laboratory at Cincinnati Children's Hospital.
Wow.
So I'd probably be working with animals, though, doing volunteer work or whatever with the shelters. All of mine are rescues. These 2 are. The ones I had before these and on have all been, you know, animals that needed a place.
Huh. Okay. Well, thanks for being on the show today. I really enjoyed
Thank you for having me.